want a treat? Brother want a treat? Does Max want a treat? He says, you're not going to get my treats. You're not going to get my treats. Hey, hey, can I have a kiss? Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, At Home with Willowberry. Or if you're new, welcome. Where have you been? I'm so happy to see you here. My name is Valerie, and in today's video, we bring y'all along for some more renovations in Granny's room. We head out to a basketball game, and I prepare a delicious chicken and biscuit casserole for dinner. So if you're interested, I hope you'll stick around and enjoy the video. How are you all doing today? I hope you're all having a great day. It's a beautiful cold day here in the Virginia mountains, so we're staying inside where it's warm and continuing the renovations here in Granny's room. Today we're focusing on the closet. I'm going to get it cleaned out and then sand down the walls. Tim will be priming the walls today, but we want to scuff them up so that the paint will stick. We're also going to clean up the room, and Tim needs to replace a couple of the electrical outlets. We found another outlet that was covered over. Tim cut it out, so now he needs to replace the old one, and then we can put receptacle covers on all the other outlets and light switches. We got a lot to do today, so if you're ready, let's just get into the video. We're moving right along here in Granny's room. The walls have been painted in a beautiful color called icy blue. Tim did a great job painting the walls, but now we need to get the closet painted. We decided to keep the paneling in the closet instead of replacing it with sheetrock, and we've decided to paint the closet in pure ultra white. But before we can paint, we need to prep the closet by removing the shelf and clothes rack. After that, we will be sanding the paneling in order to scuff it up and remove the sheen so that the paint won't peel off. I'm getting so excited, y'all. We're almost ready to order the flooring. We're going to be installing a waterproof laminate flooring that will go throughout the whole house, and I can't wait. We've just got a few more items to mark off our to-do list, such as painting the closet, the window frame, and we also want to go ahead and get our son's room painted so that we can go ahead and lay the floor in there at the same time as Granny's room. Silly Max. He's got to be right there in the middle of everything. I call him Supervisor Max. It's like he's making sure we're getting the job done right. He's so cute. And my sweet Willow, she comes and checks in now and then, but she'd rather be curled up somewhere comfy cozy. Such a sweet little girl. So like I mentioned before, we found another outlet that had been covered over by the drywall installers. So Tim is replacing the old yellow outlet with a new white one, and I'm going to be replacing all the receptacle covers. We will eventually be painting the closet in a pure ultra white with a satin finish, but today we're focusing on sanding and priming the walls here in the closet. There is a sheen on the paneling, and we want to scuff it up to remove that sheen to prevent the paint from peeling off. Tim is in charge of putting the room back together, such as replacing the subfloors and painting the walls, but sanding the walls is something I can do. Tim found a handheld sander for me to use, but I tell you what, an electric sander sure would be much better and easier. And I know we have one, but who knows where it's hiding at this point. Hopefully Tim will be able to go find it because my arms sure are getting tired.
Two. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Very simple. Danielson. Wax on, wax on.
had an electric sander. This will make the job of sanding so much faster and easier. And who does Tim think he is? Mr. Miyagi? Wax on, wax off. I'm not the Karate Kid. That was way too hard. I'll take the electric sander any day. Hey y'all, it's a brand new day. We finished all the sanding yesterday, but it made a huge mess. So today we're going to clean up all the dust left behind from sanding. Y'all will never guess what happened. We went to our son's basketball game last night. Then we went out to dinner and to the laundromat. Well, it was quite late as we were driving home. Well, guess what happened? We got hit by another deer, right in the same spot as last time. We just got our vehicle out of the shop just about a month ago from the last deer damage. I just can't believe our luck, y'all. Unbelievable. Well, at least we have clean clothes, and thank goodness for good insurance. closet is all primed and ready for paint, but that will have to wait for another day. Our daily duties are calling. I need to get dinner started, and Tim needs to go get the boys from school. I'm making a chicken and biscuit casserole, so if you're interested, then I hope you'll stick around because I'm headed to the kitchen. Let's go make supper. We're having chicken and biscuit casserole for dinner tonight, which is just basically a chicken pot pie, but with a biscuit topping instead of a traditional pastry crust. I'm going to be using all fresh ingredients in the casserole, but you could use canned or frozen vegetables instead. I'm going to be using carrots, onions, celery, fresh green beans, rosemary, thyme, and parsley. So to get started, I'm going to go ahead and prep all the vegetables and cut up the chicken. I'm loosely following a recipe that I found on southernliving.com called Chicken and Biscuit Pot Pie. I've doubled the recipe, and I also added a couple of extra ingredients, but I'll leave the recipe linked down below if you'd like to give it a try. Alright, so once I finish prepping the green beans, then I'll go ahead and cut up the chicken. I'm going to cut the chicken into approximately 1-inch pieces, which I'll be cooking in a small amount of olive oil. I tell you what, I can't wait to dig into this casserole. I know it's going to be delicious, especially with all these fresh herbs and vegetables. y'all, it's time to start cooking. I'm going to saute the onion, celery, and carrots, or what's better known as the Holy Trinity, in about 6 tablespoons of butter until they begin to soften. This took approximately 10 minutes. Once the veggies have softened, I'll then add the green beans. While the veggies are sauteing in butter, I'll go ahead and cook the chicken in a separate pan with olive oil, salt, and pepper. According to the recipe, you can cook the chicken right in the same pan with the veggies, but I thought I'd speed up the process a little bit by cooking the chicken separately. Man, it smells delicious already, y'all. Well, while the veggies continue to soften and the chicken cooks away, I need to go ahead and get the herbs ready. I'm using thyme, rosemary, and parsley. Thankfully, the parsley is already chopped up, so all I need to prepare is the rosemary and thyme. I'm going to let the green beans saute along with the Holy Trinity for about 5 minutes before I begin to prepare the roux, which will be the base for our pot pie filling. All right, let's go ahead and get these herbs chopped up. Dinner is moving right along, y'all. Now it's time to make the roux. A roux is just equal parts fat and flour, and usually the fat is butter, but any fat will work. I already have the butter in the pan, which I sauteed the veggies in. I'm just going to sprinkle the flour over the veggies and then cook the flour, stirring constantly for about 2 to 3 minutes to prevent the flour from sticking. Once the roux is ready, I'll then add the chicken broth, again stirring constantly over a medium-high heat until the mixture begins to boil and thicken. It's at this point that I'll add the herbs and cooked chicken, and then my pot pie filling will be just about ready to go in the oven. We're getting there, y'all. I just need to add the biscuits to the top of the pot pie filling, which I have transferred into a large casserole dish. The recipe calls for frozen biscuits instead of the refrigerated kind, which could overbake before the filling is ready to serve. I'll be brushing the tops of the frozen biscuits with melted butter, which will make them a beautiful golden brown, and then I'll sprinkle the biscuits with parsley and black pepper, which according to the recipe will infuse the biscuits with flavor. The casserole will bake in a 375-degree oven for approximately 30 minutes or until the biscuits are golden brown. Tonight we're having a side salad to go along with our pot pie casserole. I have about 30 minutes while the casserole bakes in the oven, so I'm going to go ahead and use that time to prepare the salad. In our salad tonight, we're having cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, red onion, spring mixed greens, which we will top with dried cranberries, sunflower seeds, croutons, and ranch dressing. All right, so if you're ready, let's go ahead and chop up some more veggies. Dinner is ready, y'all. Well, I thought it was ready. It turns out not all of the biscuits had finished cooking all the way through. So after serving a couple of the cooked biscuits, I realized that some of them were still half raw. So I ended up putting the pot pie back in the oven for an additional 10 minutes. But no worries, it all worked out in the end, and everyone really enjoyed the chicken and biscuits pot pie casserole. Now dinner is ready, and it looks and smells so delicious. I already have 2 of the boys coming back for seconds. Either they really love the casserole or they're just really hungry. I tell you what, it's not easy keeping 3 growing teenagers' bellies full. I always say they must have hollow legs because I don't know where they put it all. But hey, it always makes me happy whenever they clear their plates. All right, well now it's my turn. I can't wait to dig in. Well, y'all, that is a big thumbs up from me. This casserole is amazing. I totally recommend y'all trying it out. Again, the recipe is from southernliving.com. Well, once dinner is over, Tim is going to get back to work on Granny's room. He wants to prime the molding that he previously installed around the window in the bedroom. So let's go see what he's up to.